Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Joe here, and got a little update for you on the channel. This won't be so much of a rant video as it was the last time, because frankly I've said my piece. But anyway, got some things going here, and I figure I'll go on and show you. So let's get to it. Alright, here's that 29. I got it to hold some paint, and as you can see, I wired it and put the wire looms on it. That's an MSD distributor, a 3D printed job. I just knocked that light off just now, but I put the smaller lights on there. Man, they didn't look good. Here's the wheels, and I'm going to show you a little secret about those little purple things you see right there. I'm going to show you where I get those at in here in just a minute. Of course, here is the 32. Everything's just kind of mocked in there right now. I'm waiting on parts. I had a situation where I ordered parts on eBay, and eBay refused to deliver them because of some kind of tariff that I'm supposed to pay. And that's not how that works. You don't pass the tariffs on to the American people. So it's going to get worked out in the future, and we're going to see that disappear. But, here we go. The Eliminator. Man, guys, this is a finicky kit. I lowered the ass end a little bit, but this part here, trying to get all this lined up, and then here's the seat. And the way this thing goes together is you're supposed to put the interior in this, then put this top on. Well, you ain't putting that top on without body work. So I'm going to figure it out. But I've seen these done, and they come out beautiful, and I suggest every one of you build one of these to help you with your building skills. And besides, it's just such a lovely car. But like I said, I'm fiddling with this because I'm waiting on parts for this. And I can move on to this here shortly. This one really just needs the interior done and a few little things, and she'll be done. I don't like the gray, so I'm thinking that eventually I'm going to get a different body for this and swap it out. But, you know, this has been eyeing me. Now, yes, this is an awfully shitty kit right here. It's just got beautiful box art. But Revell makes a really nice kit, and you can interchange the parts that you need to make a modern day version of that. And I'm kind of thinking about that, but this is just what I've been fiddling with, guys. That's my embossing powder and stuff. These kits, the newer version, which is what that is, has the decals for the seats, which is what that is, which is what the original Eliminator has. The older version doesn't. Also, the new decals for this they're almost wrong, but you know, it'll get by. But I'm waiting on parts to come in so I can finish this up. This one is real close. As soon as the right parts come in, I got to put on the tail lights, put the grill on, hook the hoses and belts and all that up, and the linkages and everything. It's not that too far gone. And I did a couple things with this car that is different. Most everybody does what the kit says, and they mount the windshield from the inside out and gives it a nice sleek look. Well, I mounted it on the outside. And I did that to give it more of an old school look. You know, more of an old school flip out frame type window, because this is an old school car and I want it to look old school, and there it is, you know. In this one, it's that Buick nail head, you know, if you can see, it's got everything in there. But I'm going to give you guys a little trick before I go. This is something that I've used. It's almost as good as watch parts. You might not use it as much. But it is this right here. And what this is a keying set for keying keys for houses. And what you have in here is you have these little, you have some of these that are just absolutely tiny, and you have others that are just a little bit bigger. Then you've got some that are really long, different colors. I have used these for fuel caps, radiator caps, hubs. I have plugged holes with these, made body mounts, drilled holes in it, and used this as a body mount. It's beveled on both ends. Some of them are. Some of them are pointed at one end, almost like a bullet. Bunches of springs, and a couple little deals here. There's one of the little lock things that it goes in. But this has been a great little secret weapon. Don't know how much it cost or where to even find one. But I have used this for a long time, and I'm going to continue to use it. It's one of my kind of go-to things when I'm working on a car, and I still have plenty of the main things that I use in here. This is a perfect gas cap / radiator cap. Look at that. Just perfect. Perfect for what you need. Body mount right there. Good solid body mounts. You want to lift a truck? There's how you can lift a truck off its frame a little bit and do it absolutely accurate. But, as far as getting it level and everything. But that's it. I just wanted to show you all this. It's not that big of a video or that big of a deal. I'm glad to see our countries kind of come together. And because this Charlie thing is really, it's really got me. I've cried real tears for that. What do you do? Okay, we will get it though, guys. This is America. And I just want to say, right quick at the end, there was a person on my messenger today that told me, which I'm friends with, that they got fired for what they said about the death of Charlie. Celebrated it vigorously. And I'm not going to name names, but you know who you are. So what I am going to do is explain it to you now. You lost your job for your opinion and your thoughts, and you are very upset because that is your First Amendment right. And you're explaining to me that's your First Amendment right. You're fucking right as an American, and you can't just fire somebody for their opinion. Well, honey, and this is a male, by the way, and I'm calling him honey. I dare you to tell me otherwise, honey. So, here's the thing. Yes, you did lose your job over your thoughts. But there was also a man that got shot in the neck and lost his life for his thoughts and his opinions. So what would you rather do? Lose your job or get shot? I think you came off pretty good, honestly. Because obviously worse could have happened. And I'm not saying I would ever do anything like that, because I would absolutely not do anything like that. But just saying, think. Quit getting in your own head and being about you. There's other things. Everybody is moving through this world with a million things to do and a whole life to lead in 1 second. And the next second, they're gone. You need to keep that in mind. Live life and love your family. I'm Little Joe from Bag Bay Scale Customs. It's been a shitty video like always, so give me a shitty thumbs up. And if you like the video, put "what a shitty video" in the comments. Take it easy.